The Premier League is coming down. 5 games left for most teams. The top 4 is heating up. Who's going to finish in the top 4? Manchester City, they're guaranteed a top 4 finish. United is almost guaranteed too. They have a substantial lead against everybody else. So basically, it comes down to the last 2 spots, number 3 and number 4. Currently, number 3 is Leicester. They have 62 points. Number 4 is Chelsea with 58. West Ham with 55. Liverpool with 54. And then Tottenham 53. Everton 52. Those are the teams that are still in the race. Everton do have a game in hand. So if they win that, they'll be 55, tied with West Ham for number 5. If we look at their remaining schedules, I think Leicester City have 2 very winnable games, Southampton and Newcastle. And then they finish with a 3-man gauntlet, Manchester United, Chelsea, and Tottenham. If they beat Southampton and Newcastle, Leicester gets to 68, which almost guarantees them a top 4 finish. And if they're able to pick up 1 win against United, Chelsea, or Tottenham, they will be a top 4 team. Almost, I think 100% if they get 3 wins. So Manchester United at that point might have the number 2 locked up. They will definitely probably have a top 4 finish locked up. So how much effort are United going to put in that game? I don't know. But I do think Leicester is going to be one of the teams. They're going to hold on to the number 3. And at the very least, they're going to hold on to the number 4. So that really, realistically, there's only one spot left that these teams are fighting for, and that's the number 4 spot. Like I said, City and United are pretty much in. City guaranteed in. United all but in. And Leicester, by their schedule, I could almost guarantee that they're going to stay in. They're going to beat Southampton. They're going to beat Newcastle. And they just got to pick up some points against United, Chelsea, and Tottenham, and they should be good. If they end up losing to Southampton or dropping points to Southampton and Newcastle, then that would really spice things up. But we're realistically just looking at Chelsea, West Ham, Liverpool, Tottenham, and Everton for that last spot. And I think West Ham has the best chance of getting that last spot. If you look at their schedule, they got Burnley, Everton, Brighton, West Brom, and Southampton. As a Wolves fan, I know Burnley just beat Wolves 4-0, but I think West Ham could take care of them. Brighton doesn't really pose much of a challenge. West Brom is the relegation team. Southampton has really fallen off. Everton, they're barely there, kind of. So West Ham could realistically maybe run the table and win 5 games. Chelsea have a 3-point lead against West Ham, and they have Fulham, Man City, Arsenal, Leicester, and Aston Villa. That's a really tough schedule. Manchester City, that's going to be tough. Arsenal, that's going to be tough. Leicester, that's going to be tough. Aston Villa is on a good day. They're tough too. So we'll see how Chelsea finish out. They're still in Champions League too, so you got to think about that. That team might start getting tired. That might put a lot of stress on their roster. And they're also in a cup final, I believe. So we'll see. They're in the FA Cup final. So Chelsea is definitely they're playing for a lot of tournaments right now, deep into the season. That might take a toll. Liverpool have Manchester United, Southampton, West Brom, Burnley, Crystal Palace. Other than the Manchester United game this weekend, their schedule doesn't look really that hard. Southampton, West Brom, Burnley, Crystal Palace. They're not tough oppositions by any means. But they did just tie 1-1 to Newcastle, so I'm losing a lot of faith in Liverpool. Tottenham has Sheffield, Leeds, Wolves, Aston Villa, Leicester. It might come down to Tottenham versus Leicester in the last week in match day 38. But honestly, I don't have faith in Tottenham either. And Everton, they have Aston Villa, West Ham, Sheffield United, Wolves, and Man City. And they have another makeup game that hasn't been scheduled, I believe. But I don't believe in Everton. So the way I'm looking at it is it's really going to come down between Chelsea, West Ham, and Liverpool. And if I was a betting man, I think I would put my money on West Ham. They have the easiest schedule. They're riding a high horse. They're playing good. Moyes is good, coach. I think I would put West Ham as the 4th team. City, United, Leicester, and West Ham. And I think that would be good for football. That would be good for soccer, having City and United, 2 Manchester teams, 2 well-respected teams, they used to be well-respected, but 2 teams that we look at highly, European Super League teams. And then standing up for the rest of the world, standing up for the rest of the English League. It would be great if Leicester and West Ham are able to nag one of those top 4 spots. that would be great. It would keep the dream alive for all these other teams, seeing Leicester and West Ham end up with the Champions League spots. That's what I'm rooting for, and that's what I'm hoping for. So my prediction for the Premier League top 4 finish would be City, United, Leicester, and West Ham. But luckily for these teams, City and Chelsea are in the Champions League final. So if either of them win it, 5 teams from the Premier League make it to the Champions League. So if it is the 4 that I'm predicting, then Chelsea and Liverpool would have a chance to make the Champions League via the number 5 spot.